You held hate in one heart and spoke niceties with the other. You laid warm hands upon me in public and wounded me in private. Your noble face hid your filthy ways, and your sorrow was but laughter.
Sagas of Savageness. Who wants a catfight?
Why do women bully other women? Primal urges to validate a mate is the explanation, according to today's understanding of human evolution. Since the breeding of women takes a long time, it really isn't likely that they would have developed aggression towards mate acquisitions. Multiple partners would increase chances of pregnancy too, so it still wouldn't make much evolutionary sense to fight over a man. Additionally, males can get possessive, even at the ape level, so a woman having multiple pairings that could be the parent of a child reduces the risk of the male's aggression towards the young. There is also a preference towards females making choices to increase her likelihood of getting pregnant in the wild. This is not common in humans today, due to ideology, traditions, and definitions, like the one here saying women have a primal urge to fight for a mate. Under a patriarchy, we have taught ourselves to be jealous of rivals in pairing, due to legal choices to establish inheritance and birthright superiority placements, elsewise known as marriage. In an evolutionary standard, it would make more sense to share males. So that brings us back to the original question. Why do women bully other women? Simple answer is because of the systems of power humanity has established as civilized, using domination instead of cooperation as how a human is evolved to be. Nature shows us that this is not the truth, but that it is a trained evolutionary expression at best, and an imposed expectation for certain. How do women bully each other? Isolating, triggering an emotional response, and retaliating with humiliation. They will gaslight their choices to knock another woman down a peg, make her feel excluded intentionally, spread rumors that make the target's likability deteriorate, ruin partnerships, and even steal potential and actual partners of the women they target. These mean girl tactics mimic a smear campaign, and can actually reach that level when the actions taken go to the extremes. Most women bullying each other starts with the passive-aggressive comments. Most women bullying another happen in groups as well. The isolation and ostracizing need a group working together to enact. The really clever women get men in on it too. They want the men to not see the target as something they have to compete with. It is derived from insecurities that were installed to make broken people slaves to a man-made system that defines everything today. Those definitions are slowly changing towards more correct information, but the traditions are slow to evolve with correct information. I actually enjoy going on to Meta and making it self-correct its wrong answers by looking up the data. It is like doing a puzzle for me. So what can be done about women who bully women? We need to be kind and remember that they are acting out because they are broken people. To directly or aggressively approach them with the accusation, you will most likely trigger their insecurity, making them more vicious in defense of their reputation. It is all about image, their lack of self-worth in their own mind, their lack of confidence of self, their lack of communal support and fear of being the excluded one can all occur when a woman bully is confronted. These are all results of the mother wound, which is used to create broken people. It is best to try to get them to empathize with the results of their actions, connect what they are doing with feelings they themselves can associate with. Saying you might feel really hated because you have been excluded before when someone is suggesting to take these types of actions is a great way to approach a bully from within the group. You can also try to educate without pointing any fingers. Stating facts about harmful things that do not directly call out bullies is an excellent way for them to take accountability without having to lose face. Remember, most all bullies are just insecure and broken people who have not healed from their own bullying. They may be acting in the only way they understand to address the uncomfortable feelings they have about an assumed rival. Many people can see the errors in their ways and make life changes to improve such behaviors once they have seen a different way. Being bullied hurts like hell. It is not good and can even harm the emotions of a person to the point of self-harm. We all need to be aware of the basics that cause such things, for us to begin to remove such barbaric and unnecessary activity from our societies. Conflicts will happen naturally between any people at some given point, but the explicit act of bullying is a direct result of men being in charge, then defining everything under an Abrahamic understanding of human on Earth. Domination is not evolution, it is greed, and most animals don't have a use for that. The greed is taught and coerced from the people to uphold slave systems, like capitalism in its leveraging of human life for gains. Bullying as we humans do it is not a natural way of doing things. It is training to be the worst possible human, broken in for the continued function of a system. Another good way to get women who bully to stop is to give them a deserving target.
Since humanity began recording its own history, we have told ourselves stories to teach lessons. They are laced with hardships and obstacles to overcome, showing us the depths of dark choices people make in the pursuit of selfishness. Today, we see the hero's tale, downplaying the darkness to unnatural forces in the world. The darkness is not a supernatural force, it is selfish choices made. The stories are there to teach us about the darkness of the human condition. These are the Sagas of Savageness,